So I want to give you all a round of applause, right, for making it here to the Wakanda headquarters on Super Saturday, this Saturday morning. Give yourself a round of applause. So today you're going to hear from some amazing, and I like to call them special guests, because there's something that we call the VIPs of this company, average people, just like you, just like myself. It's something that they've accomplished. And what I believe, when I first heard Melissa Boston speak, I think you would be just impacted as I was when I first heard about what's going on with Wakanda and what Wakanda is doing. So you're gonna hear words like rubies, sapphires, emerald, diamonds. Let's do that again. Say sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond. Oh my. Let me tell you, it's not anything to sneeze at when we're in an African American community. Bronzeville started out, and we still like to look at it as African American community. When you look around, what we have seen decrease in this community is African American business, right? But here, all of a sudden, we're right in the center of Bronzeville, in a building that's very historic, that over the past couple of years, a lot of people who tried to get in this building couldn't. And we come from 106th Austin, further south, right? And let's say one of the impoverished communities, that when you look at some of our communities and how they have been disenfranchised, you would think that there was no other place but just that community. But this is another community that we have infused to make sure our presence is known. Now, let me say this, it's not a respect of company, Wakanda, and as you see on the billboard right here on the back of Wakanda, we said that we needed to build our own table. And by building our own table, we're able to invite to it everybody that has been looking for something like you all and like I was looking for when I first heard Melissa Boston speak. So when you hear their terms like sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond, see, we're used to hearing floor supervisor. We're used to hearing supervisor, floor supervisor, register. We're used to working those positions, and we never get to the point where we hear the word general manager in our homes. We never hear the words being a CEO or even being respected or being invited to the table to be further than just working the register. Anybody agree with me? Yeah. Anybody disagree with me? But there might be some ballers up in here. Any ballers up in here? Well, okay. I got to respect those who have moved to the top of what society says is the corporate ladder. But remember, I said Wakanda was not a respect of person. And we have to really pay attention to the things that are going on around us that maybe we heard about, but maybe we weren't taught on how to be a part of these systems or these systems that cause us up to bring in more than a 5-figure income. Who all agrees that a 5-figure income right now is just not enough? Right? It's not enough. Now, that's not even a respect of person, because when you look at mainstream and you look at the wealthy versus those who just don't have a clue, there seems to be no middle ground, right? So I may say some things, and from my perspective, and I do this because God has given me the authority to do this, to make it simple and make it plain. So how many of you, and I'm going because I'm stalling a little time for a minute. I'm doing good, okay. All right. So how many of you have heard of companies like Amazon, Google, right? Raise your hand. Right? Uber. Y'all know when I started, I used to drive Uber. Y'all, some of y'all know that story. I was an Uber driver, my brother. an Uber driver that was looking to do more. And as an African-American man, I needed to do more. Society says that, man, it's hard on us. We say it's hard on us. As an Uber driver, could you imagine that I met a beautiful woman and I wanted to really seal the deal, but not feeling as though I had enough? Anybody ever feel like you want to do something, but it's not enough? You want to retire, but it's not enough. You want to get married, but it's not enough. You want to leave a legacy, but you haven't built enough. Well, that was me. And when I met Melissa Boston, when Eric Strickland, he was the first person, his name is on this wall. We're going to learn about that. He was the first person to introduce me to Wakanda, because just like the person that invited you, they were looking for something, and I was looking for something, and didn't even realize what I was looking for. But I found myself in a place that shared with me something that I never heard before, and it made it possible to reach some of those dreams that I had. Any dreamers in here? Yeah. Man, God gives us that intellect and that gift to dream and see what's possible. But society says that it's not possible. But how many people know about miracles? You all, Wakanda as an Uber driver and even being an entrepreneur was a miracle for me. You all, in a short period of time, I found when me and my wife was invited to a table. How many people, you heard me say there was a table, but how many people have been invited to the table that can take them from zero, well, let's say 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, all the way to a six-figure, where you're now running a $1.2 million company. And that's right. Now, Wakanda has made in gross revenue, 9 million. Well, what if you can say from 5 figures to now your company, your personal company, because Wakanda gives you a personal company, to 1.2 million as an Uber driver. Y'all ever see that? No, but I've seen it. And since I know that he's no respecter of person, now there's some people up here, the ones that we're really highlighting today. You know, they run companies, $500,000 companies. This is their worth in Wakanda, and it's soon to be in work. You have some people, 120,000. We call them sapphires. 120,000, that's the business that they were. Diamonds, y'all heard me say, 1.2 million. And then, man, some people have been able, that you're going to hear from, be able to do that in a month's time. Meaning, meet the minimum qualifications to be categorized as that corporate general manager and popping their collar. Corporate pays you based off of that. Can I loosely say the work? Can I say that? Y'all release me to say that? Right? Qualified. Well, these people that you're going to hear from, they've done the work. And they have qualified themselves with their teams and their business, their individual business, to go to work and achieve what I'm sharing with you that they have achieved. It's not a respected person. Now, some people may say, well, Minister Mooney, you're a diamond. You're a diamond. So what I said, well, you're a diamond, and you come in now and see me in my fancy clothes. I mean, the fancy. Yeah, it's me. That's my favorite character, right? No, I'm not gonna tell you that whole story. But I didn't start out as a diamond. And I had a conversation with someone, and you might look at the pictures on the wall or the pictures that's showing up on the screen, but it didn't start out that way. It started out with people that I'm seeing that they are customer gatherers and they love people. Somebody said to me that Wakanda offers a lot of love, right, Billy? Culture, the love, the system.
You're going to hear from some amazing people who are going to show that. And I want you to relate to them, and I want you to identify who's going to speak today. Do they have your story? Are they similar to you? Right? Now, I'm going to bring up now. It's amazing woman. Now, let me say this. We met in the ministry. Right? Now, some people might say, well, listen, you got to do each other. This is my church. Everybody this is my church. So, let me tell you, it wasn't a good thing when I started. We have over roughly 30,000 customers, roughly 3,000 partners, brokers, distributors, call them whatever you want. And you have the ability, like this young lady who I met in the ministry, to speak to them from the heart and learn something. So let me give you a short story. So she was 1 year in the ministry. I sat back way in the back, just like some of you, right? And I didn't want anybody to know at the time that I was a minister. So I, moving from one church to another. Long story shorter, I so happened to be sitting in the discipleship class and playing low key. Didn't deal with her. She was like, here we go. So I went from being sitting in a discipleship class to stepping into my position that was ordained for me to be there. Some of you are sitting in a seat, and there's a position that you are ordained to be there for your family. So this particular person followed me after I followed her because I became a leader within that ministry, within discipleship class. And just so happened, and this is a funny story, but not funny, our products, let me talk about our products. I heard her husband just on the phone. I said, what's and she said it was normal for her. How many people have pain around them and it's normal? Well, this was this person's story, her husband's story. And so I said, get to the dispensary. She was like, Minister Mooney, what can I do? Get to the dispensary, get some hemp MD. Y'all, the next day, and this was something that he had dealt with for years. Bone on bone pain. Was it hip pain? Hip pain. Bone on bone. Took the MD and was playing golf the next morning. And the only thing he complained about, I said, Minister Mooney, I'm feeling a little sleepy. I said, cut back on the gun. Cut back on the gun. So Minister Ernestine Davis, you all. I like to introduce her, not with a negative connotation, because you're going to ask about systems, but I like to introduce her as someone who's been ignorant on fire. Ignorant on fire, meaning that she is one who followed the system to it. And that's who's rooted in the company based off of this. Right? She's a health and fitness expert, but she's my friend. I'm not going to work out with her because she's working out. Y'all see she's pretty fancy. Come on up here, Minister Ernestine. Y'all give her a round of applause. I might not have done justly. But look at her, y'all. All right, fashion diva, give it up for the newest queen in the country, Minister Ernestine Davis.
Wow, that's all I can say. Wow, thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you, Minister Mooney, for that welcome or introduction. I am Minister Ernestine Davis. I am a fitness professional, personal trainer, group exercise instructor, and as you guys can read my shirt, I'm living my best life. So I just want to just say congratulations to all of those rubies, all of those sapphires, the emeralds, and even the diamonds who ranked up in this amazing company. I thank God every day for this opportunity opportunity. And before I move forward, Paula G, this little lady right here, she found this shirt. She was like, girl, because you say it all the time. And we say things because, you know, it's not cliche, but I know for a fact that I'm living my absolute best life. So thank you, Paula G, for the t-shirt. So let's talk about it. Who's a guest? If you're a guest, just wave your hand or just give me a peace sign or something. Okay, guess, any guess? Anybody who was invited? Someone invited you. Thank you. Thanks for coming out. So you're gonna learn a lot of things today and you're gonna unlearn a lot of things. And I like being in the room because we hear things over and over and over again, but every time I hear something, it seems like it's new all over again. Because sometimes you're in a place where you hear it, but you're not really listening, but then it sticks out. It's just like when you read the word of God, it's like you hear someone say, you read that scripture over and over and over again. It's like, oh my God, I saw it that way. And it's the same way with Wakana, with us, you know, following the system. It's like, how do we get to these ranks? How do we get to a ruby? How do we get to become a diamond? But everything is about following the system. And it's all about listening, and it's all about being coachable. It's all about sometimes being ignorant on fire. You're just doing things and it's like it's working. You're talking with people, you're exposing people to what you believe in. My husband, he's a skeptic. He doesn't believe a lot of stuff. If it's coming from Dr. Oz, it's good. So he was like, okay, you know, everything started working for him. The ibuprofen, the Advil, all those over-the-counter drugs, pharmaceuticals. So when he had that situation with his the bone on bone, and Minister Mooney was like, you know, because I had literally become, I would say, a little numb to it because it was nothing that I could do to help my husband get out of the situation that he was in. But thank God for Wakana, soon to be Akana. And if you don't know Akana, in the hands of God. So you know that's a good start, right? Because God had us in the palm of His hand. So when we did experience Jubilee, it was just for everybody. And then, you know, his golfing buddies, they was like, Davis, you moving kind of fast, what's going on? And so when people, sometimes you may not even be able to explain it, but just share your story, share your personal testimony, and people will hear that. And we always say products, they tell, but stories sell. So, okay, so whenever you're ready, Kathy, I'm just going on. You can move to the next slide. So Wakana, we are a movement. We are a movement. We exist to end that negative stigma. You know, that negative stigma, when we hear cannabis, sometimes we get like, it's stuck, because I was that person. Oh, cannabis, weed, getting high. But that has caused all of our communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of this cannabis plant. We know this cannabis plant is the bomb. Amen. And I just saw someone, I forgot he's a pastor, but he's talking about growing weed in his church. And I ain't mad at him because it's legal. It's the same thing when people get alcohol labels and they start their own wine company, they start their own vodka company. Who is that? Diddy got Ciroc. So I ain't mad at him if he wants to start that cannabis. So he's creating jobs, he's educating, and we have Weed Cafe. We educate. Come on, y'all. Empower daily, right? Next slide, Kathy. So we are a movement. We are that catalyst to start a movement that inspires people to confidently move into that legal space. Legal as entrepreneurs. How many entrepreneurs we got? Formulators, keep your hands up. Investors. Come on. My brother right there, I saw you. Evoking the courage and strength of people to take back. We got to take it back because they're not giving us anything. And you can take back your health, right? You can take back your health. You can take back your wealth, the legacy, and your freedom. We's free, y'all, so we got to act like we free. Move on. So how would you like to be a part of this $1 billion CBD industry? Me? It says 7 million on this slide, but we know that we are 9 million, soon to be 10. soon to be 100 million, say billion with a B. And so we've done this in less than 3 years. So we are on a move. And so I don't know if you guys can see the slides. So if you look, okay, people are calling me. That's our Weed Cafe. This is the Delta 8 CBD. This is just different phases of Wakana. And so we have a medical advisory board. We have so many doctors. We have psychiatrists, MDs. We have chiropractors. We have naturopaths. We have so many people who can, with the medical information and the science behind it. So we're covered front, back, right, left, all over, because sometimes you want to hear that science. You want to understand why we are doing what we're doing. So this is very important. So 2014 versus 2018. So one of the goals of the 2014 bill was to generate and protect the research of hemp. Under the 2018 Farm Bill, hemp is treated like other agricultural commodities in many ways. This is an important point. While there are provisions that heavily regulate hemp, this legislation makes hemp a mainstream crop. So we are definitely off to a running start. So the cannabis industry is booming. I mean, it's everywhere. We went from illegal to now essential. And so if we look at this CBD revenue in billions, so in 2019, and it's estimated that 2024 is going to be a $20 billion industry. And it's just, the numbers is just gonna keep going up. And so here at Wakana, we're participating in these billion-dollar industries. Weight loss, who's ever experienced the flat belly lifestyle? Come on, y'all. Get your flat bellies, babe. You can get it. Don't ever think you can't. You can get that flat belly. We had a 7-day, the 21-day. If you are a founding member, you got it in your box. If you bought a share, you got one. If you bought 2, 3, that's your 21 days, right? So we're participating in that, and it's all natural, it's organic. What else? Hair care. I shaved my head off 2 years ago now, look. It's under here though. But we have psychologists, we have the research behind it, we're learning about alopecia, we're learning about all different ways of how people have lost their hair, but now you can get your hair back. The skincare, Holy Glow, I got mine on, that Holy Glow, yes. You get that skin, I mean, the skin is amazing. I will be 62 in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, January 2nd. So I make sure I put the Holy Glow on every morning, keep the skin. They said black don't crack, but it may crease a little bit. We have the essential oils. I mean, everything, you know, frankincense, we got all of it. We got some, you know, give it the person that invited you, and you can just really enjoy all these products. So what is CBD? CBD is a compound that naturally occurs in more than 85 different cannabinoids. It is the second most common next to delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. THC, that's what gets you high. Unlike THC, CBD is non-psychotropic. It will not get you high. None of our products will. CBD compliance. Wakana products are fully compliant with the State Department of Agriculture and are grown in accordance with the Section 706 2018 Farm Bill. We are full spectrum, it's organically grown, and we are third-party tested. So let's do some learning. Who's ready to learn today? Who's ready to unlearn? We gotta unlearn some stuff, because sometimes stuff gets stuck. So we're gonna get unstuck. Okay, so let's look at the two. We have the THC, we know that gets you high, and then CBD, that's us. So the THC has the psychoactive effects. It stimulates receptors in the brain's pleasure center. It releases higher than normal levels of dopamine, and it creates a high. Let's look at CBD. It's non-intoxicating. It stimulates receptors in the brain that regulate pain. My husband can contest to it. And any of us that's taken any type of hemp MD gummies, we know that it gives us relief and it helps us sleep. You don't get all woozy and crazy. the perception, anxiety, nausea, and more. Medical applications include anti-inflammatory pain relief, because a lot of times the pain is due to inflammation. So we get rid of that inflammation, the pain goes away in most cases. So why CBD versus marijuana? So if you look at the slides, you look at the screen, so there are just so many teas in the CBD. It helps with pain, reduces nausea and vomiting. Some people are struggling through, cancer, and they're looking for relief. So we have products for all of those. It helps improve sleep. It might help reduce seizures, slow bacteria growth. Just the benefits, they go on and on and on. But you will know that once you experience it. You want to be a product of the product. So the EFC system, the endocannabinoid system, we all have one. So if you look at this man right here, where is he? He's lit up, he's on fire. That's our bodies. It's looking to bind with those endocannabinoids. The heart, the eyes, the lung, it's just a few, but it goes on and on and on, your stomach, your teeth. So your body is looking for those receptors to bring your body into balance. So we are the crown jewel of CBD. Like I said, these are some of the products that our industry we're participating in. We went through those. We just have an array of products for you guys to enjoy. More products. So let's look at the disclaimer. So this product is not for sale to anyone under the age of 18. You have to be 21 years old to enjoy any of the vapes or the vapes that we provide. We don't make any claims that a doctor's advice. You should seek a doctor before you use any of these products. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. By using this site, you agree to follow all of our policies and conditions. So Delta 8, it helps with creativity and sleep. I was just introducing this to a young lady yesterday. The conversations, they always come up. Somehow or another, they're gonna come up because we're participating in all of these different products. So she was asking about, she said, I'm a weed smoker, I love getting high. I said, well, these products won't get you high. I said, but let me tell you about Delta 8. If you, I said, it's the sister to Delta 9. Me personally, I'm a product of the product, so I do try a lot of all the products. So real funny story, we were doing a cooking show with a group. Like I said, I'm a personal trainer, have a big group of ladies. Minister Mooney always graciously helps assist with cooking healthy. And so we had the, what is it, the oil, yes, a culinary oil. But it's infused with Delta 8. So I'm just pouring and stirring. He was like, Minister Ernestine, you better be careful. You better be careful. I'm like, I'm just infused and I'm good. Oh, yes, I was real good later. So I was like, wow, this is something. And so, everybody, have what their likes and, their love. So I like it, but, for those who love the Delta 8, I ain't mad at you. So we have all the different types of gummies, KOJ, King of the Jungle. For those, as we get older, some of us of a certain age, you may deal with some erectile dysfunction. That KOJ is good for the women and for the men. And then we have the Delta 8 gummies. We have the pure gummies. So just say if you are regularly drug screened at your job, you can still enjoy our products. Then the power gummies, it has some THC in it, but the less than 0.%, the legal amount. But then the pure gummies has no THC, but it has all the benefits of CBD. So vapes and pre-rolls, those who like to vape, and then those who, we have flower as well, but those pre-roll joints are there. And I introduced the young lady, I gave her a Delta 8. I told her, so I got to check on her and see. You know, how she liked it. So health hair, again, we have the hemp power hair. If you're, get a chance, every Monday, 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have Dr. Mosley and I think Dr. Rita McGuire. They are trichologists. Trichologists is all thing about hair. And they talk about it. It's an hour show and it is super duper amazing. Sometimes they even have presentations where they're going live in the salon. And there's something called a scalp facial. Never heard of before in my life, but it's amazing. Just like how we cleanse our face, you can cleanse your scalp because sometimes it's a lot of buildup. And we have those products. And Dr. Mosley will definitely take you step by step on how to do a scalp facial for those people out there that, you know, have salons, or you can even introduce our products to your stylist. And so here's our Save Our Strands SOS hair care system. And I'm a product of the product. I love these. And then we have that Ooh Body Oil. Who experienced Ooh Body? Come on, guys. That Ooh Body, look, we ain't about to be getting sexual up in here, but I'm telling you, you can definitely go to the next level with that Ooh Body Oil. It's for your scalp. It originally came with the hair care system, but then, you know, sometimes you just kind of experiment. It's like, oh, I like how this feel on my arms, on my back, on my legs. And so you can buy all these products separately as well. And then let's talk about these amazing, amazing, amazing. Can y'all say amazing? That's it. We have all of these amazing spices. We have the Flavor King. We have the garlic fire. That is my favorite. And I said, I put that ish on everything, okay? And then I get mad when I'm like, this. Because the products are just flying off the shelves. And then the chili lime. So you can put it on, I put it on everything. And then even when I'm doing my smoothies, I'll throw it in the smoothies. I just sometimes want just that kick. So get with the person that invited you, but definitely go on there and you will do yourself injustice if you do not experience these amazing, amazing spices. They're great, love them. And then, like I said, of the essential oils, we have lemon oil, tea tree oil, eucalyptus, peppermint. I did say frankincense, right? So do your research, it's biblical. Those were the three gifts they brought the baby Jesus. Frankincense, myrrh, and, come on, Bible stuff. Gold, thank you. Yes, a little holiday tribute. So the G-Spot, CBD Lube, one of my, and I'm telling her, I'm not saying names, but one of my girlfriends, she's so raunchy, but she call it the pea juice. I need some of that pea juice. You know, fill in the things, you know, right? But you know, that's what she calls it. We out, you know, they love it. So you know, P Valley. Okay, y'all right, we got it. One more minister. Sorry. Okay. Don't give me, I gotta stay professional. Okay. I'm just saying our products are amazing. And so I'm gonna hurry up. I know I'm way out of time. I didn't see a timer on here. So they gave me the mic, right? And so we know the new year is coming up. If you didn't achieve those wellness goals in 2022, you can definitely do them in 2023 with that flat belly lifestyle. And I want to thank Dr. Prince, if he's on here, for introducing us to this amazing product. It's great. I'm day 16 of my 21 days. So I did it right before Christmas. So I'm excited, and it's definitely doable, but there are phases 1, 2, and 3. If nothing else, learn your blood type. Who knows their blood type? Okay, good, perfect. That's amazing. Because what happens is when we're eating against our blood type, that's when we have situations and we're like, I'm eating fruits, I'm eating vegetables, and I don't know why I'm still dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with. And then we have this amazing bioscan. Who's experienced a bioscan? Definitely, good. Definitely, it's so good to know what's going under the surface of your body, and you'll be surprised. I'm a personal trainer, I'm like, I'm good. And when I got my bioscan, I was really surprised and shocked with some of the things that came out. But I did the 21-day cleanse, and I've been on that path ever since. So if you are type A, if you're a type B, if you're an AB, if you're an O, there are just some foods that you should avoid, and then you want to make sure that you are eating according to your blood type. One man's food could be another man's poison. And so these are just some examples of what the Flat Belly has done for a lot of the people. We just have all these different testimonials, and a picture speaks what, 1,000 words. This is one of my clients, Mary. And she said she finally began to show up for herself. And now, I mean, she's just forever just flexing. And you just feel good. When you look good, you definitely feel good. Tyreek, he lost. That's his before and his after. He and his wife, and they're just still going. And Phyllis, our amazing midwife, that's her before and that was her after. She did it really not to lose the weight. And just be clear, it's not, we're not looking, we don't want people to think that this is a get quick fix to lose weight, but it's more of to lose the waste. And the weight loss is a byproduct of what you're doing right for your body, okay? So know that. So, and I'm not trying to lose any weight, but I want to stay healthy, I want to stay balanced. So remember that. Here in Wakanda, it's all about educating. It's all about you living your best life. So don't get so caught up with, you know, I gotta lose weight, because there are some very unhealthy, skinny people. They may look healthy. I scanned a young lady, 25 years old, and she had so much red on her bioscan, I was really nervous for her. 25, model, beautiful, but was very, very unhealthy. And then scanned a young lady a couple of days ago, she was in the 200s, but her bioscan was better than mine. I said, you just gotta lose weight. You just gotta get focused and just, you know, start listening. And there were a few things she needed to tweak, but, you know, at, you know, where you are. So I encourage everyone to get that bioscan. Lifestyle.com, get them download that ebook. Doing all these different Facebook groups that we have out here. So you know by yourself. You sign up, you get the Flat Belly Lifestyle, you'll get a coach. I'm a coach, somebody that will check in on you every day. And one of my clients, she was like, you call me every day and I love it. I said, yes, I'm gonna see you through this journey. Because sometimes everybody's mental capacity is not there, but you can know that we're there. We're gonna hold your hand. We'll come to your house. I'll rub your feet. I'll do all that stuff because I love you guys so much. Next slide, Kathy. So there are 3 types of people. Are you a 1? You want to support? It's like, you know, all this information I heard is amazing. I want to support. And then are you a 2? You want to host a party? Parties are always great because when you host parties, you get free stuff. And then you may say, you know what? I think I really want to think about joining this business. So if you 1 or 2 or 3, get with the person that invited you. If you're a first-time person on this Zoom call, if you're on Zoom, again, get with someone that invited you. So thank you guys. I hope I made you laugh. I hope we had fun. Hope I won't keep you guys up.